Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for March 21st, 2019. Today we're looking at the NZDUSD New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar for today's trade analysis. Starting here on the daily time frame, yesterday we did have some news out of New Zealand and the US that caused some volatility on all of the US currency pairs and specifically here on New Zealand with New Zealand news. But we saw the market spike quite a bit higher here on this currency pair, all the way into a historical resistance area, the orange shaded area, very top of the chart. 0.6935 is the bottom of that orange zone, and we can see historically it has held as resistance two times where the black and the blue circle is. So that's not too surprising for anybody that's been following along in the live trade room. We've talked about the zones here quite a bit in the trade room, and a push above 69, 0.69. The next resistance, the orange zone, sat here as our next resistance. And again, the black and the blue circles show that historically accurate. The pink zone, where the current market price is, 0.689069, obviously has been historically significant as well. Not only the blue and the black circle shortly after the black circle as resistance. Let's just highlight that a little bit more, as this pink shaded area has been resistance a number of times. Let's look right there where this small black circle is, and just before that, really, I could just widen this out and just show this entire area right there where it found resistance into the 0.69 level. Bottom of the blue circle, you even see some resistance there, and again, if I take this one and squeeze it down and pull it right here, you can see that resistance into there. So we know a couple of things historically, factually. Resistance at the orange zone, that's not too hard to see, top of the blue circle and over here. Resistance at the pink zone, that's not too hard to see where the two black circles are now. So we know we're into a significant resistance area for the New Zealand dollar. So what we're looking for is one of two things. Either it finally satisfactorily breaks above 0.69. For me, that will mean that we're looking for a clear body, a clear single candle body above this pink shaded area, above the 0.69 level. If we can't get a clear single body above there, let me zoom in one time here. If we can't get a clear single body above there, I don't have confidence in a break above there. In fact, I have more confidence in a potential reversal from this level now that we see today's candle closing with that long wick on top. Anybody that's been around Forex trading or currency trading for any amount of time knows that this kind of structure implies a infusion of sell orders, an infusion of sellers coming back into the market. At one point, this was a very tall blue bullish candle all the way to 69.35, and suddenly sellers came back in and drove it back down. Well, not the same structure, but that's basically what happened here at the blue circle as well. We see suddenly this infusion of sellers. It was a big blue bullish candle to the orange zone. Suddenly sellers came back in, pushing back under the pink zone and eventually reversing and going back down. So we don't know if it will reverse and go back down, but that's the key point to this, is that right now it's more heavy, more seller forward than it is buyer forward here on the New Zealand dollar. So at least right now, I think it's very cautious, very well, cautious is the best word for it, about buying, going long, as long as the market's underneath 0.69. I don't think buying makes a whole lot of logical sense right now. Selling may be something that we look for over the next 2-3 days as the market stays underneath, or if the market stays underneath the 0.69 level and the pink zone. I mean, all you have to do is look at the example, the historical example, right here where the blue circle is. We challenged above the pink zone, hit the orange zone, came back under, sat underneath it, and then eventually reversed. So again, that's the historical example. We don't have to look, again, too much harder. Let's just make this blue as well. Let's take this and make this a blue circle. So I'm looking back here on the left hand side where I just made that blue circle followed by the black circle. So there again, it's a similar example. We challenged the orange zone, we got back under the pink zone 0.69, the black circle, and then it reversed and went down. So you look at both of these periods where the blue circles are above and they got back underneath and reversed and went down, and that's where we are right now. We went above, we're back underneath, and the potential of a turn back down is greater. We take it down to the 4 hour, it looks a little bit different as we get down here to the 4 hour time frame. Obviously, we're sitting on top of that that pink zone 0.69 on the 4-hour time frame. So, again, I think the break on the daily will give us more confidence in a stay above 0.69. If it can stay above 0.69 on the daily, then I think maybe we have a better chance of it going back towards 69.35, the orange zone, or higher. If it gets back underneath, and let's just kind of look at the last time. Again, blue circle is going to be my example here. If it gets back underneath, like it did there at the blue circle, back underneath the pink zone, 69, we could be looking for a fall back down for the New Zealand dollar over the next week or so.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.